Mhm.
in 2000, when I was still going to Women's Girls High School, I did a song called Fire, Whoa, Fire, Whoa, with Capleton. A lot of people wouldn't know. Said the little fine bites are behind the song there. Ikea. Yes. Because Capleton and my dad, which is Bingy Blair,
Mm.
a former footballer for Waterhouse and Jamaica. Capleton and him, they're very, 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 very good friends. So that's how the connection came about. So he brought me up by Capleton House. Capleton said, yo, I've been hearing a lot about you. And, I was so nervous because, there was a whole lot of crowd in the yard. And he was like, you have to sing, you have to sing, you have to sing.
Mhm.
And I sang. And he fell in love with my vocals. And that's how I went on the track called Fire. Whoa. So when I went on that was in 2000 on the martial arts rhythm.
Mhm. That was
That was
for
in 2000.
King the
At
King.
that time, I was still going to school.
Yeah. Because that song is you, Ja Thunder, and Capleton. But if a lot of people don't realize the part that everybody's always jumping up to, it's your part and Ja Thunder's.
It's my part. Like I've seen some videos over there in Europe, and like fire, you hear the whole crowd. Fire, whoa.
Mhm. Yeah,
Yes,
that's pretty
yes,
wild
yes.
there. So that was your first actual official recording, first time in the
That
studio?
was my first actual recording professionally. Big up to Capleton. Big up to Capleton. He was the apart from my uncle,
Mhm.
knew that his niece have a beautiful voice. He was the first person who brought me into a studio.
Mhm.
But professionally, just being on a track, big up Capleton. Capleton was that was my first official track, a feature with Capleton. And that was when I was going to Women's Girls High School.
But wow. So did you become a part of David House, or that was just like a one-off song that you did?
Oh my God. David House, Capleton is like my second dad. David House is a family. I used to be there every day, every single day. I mean, Capleton is like a mentor to me also. So big up Capleton. I have to big him up all the time because he, as I said, he was the first person to bring me to even record my official track. So of course, yes. It didn't stop there. I went on the road with him also. He brought me to small islands with him also. Yes. So it didn't stop there.
So were you as when he brought you on the road, were you doing more backup or you were there to sing the song?
I was doing like backup, and also I was also, the song came out, so I was doing also the song too. So yeah,
Mhm. Good. And that was Kings of Kings you guys recorded that song for, which
that
is
was Kings of
really
Kings. Yes,
a
yes, the martial
Canadian.
arts video.
Mhm. They were based out of
I
Canada.
could
I
never
enjoyed
forget that track. That track.
it. Do you remember what it was like the first time you actually heard that song or heard yourself on a radio or in a dance or a car pass? Something where you first heard that song there.
Oh my God! I mean, it was a dream come true for me, honestly speaking. And not only that, like to be on a track with Capleton is an honor. To be on a track with the Fireman.
Mhm.
So it was a great feel just hearing your song or your voice on a track with him on the radio. So it was a great feeling,
Good. And when you
and
got
I wanted more of that. And I wanted more of that, and from there on, I've never stopped recording.
Mhm. What was did you have a stage name when you got to Capleton? Or they gave you a name when you got there?
Okay, I didn't have a name. It was my name was Katie Blair. That's my birth name. But when I came around Capleton, they used to call me Aya K. Aya K. Capleton used to say, "Yo, Aya K, Aya K." But I changed it to Ikea because I wanted something to, that defines me as a person. Which is a very soulful person, and it shows through my music. Wind of the soul, breath of life. I bring fresh air to the ears and to the soul. So I change it to something that is more meaningful and that defines me, which is Ikea.
This podcast is brought to you by www.twolinedmusica.com.